Wow, what is up? It is Maserati Shellz on the Talk of Maserati podcast. Now I know it's 3 days straight. I normally don't do this, but it was emergency last night. Right now. I am drinking lime juice, water, and cayenne pepper. Good for the metabolism. Anyway, so today's episode, right? It's an emergency episode. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So last night I'm relaxing, I'm chilling. And of course, this thing brings all the information in the world. Says they arrested Diddy. They arrested Diddy. Now I want to look up. Hold on. Let me look up his. I want to look up the indictment. Don't mess with the Diddler. I want to look up the indictment because the indictment. Dang. I want to look at the indictment because. Whoo, boy, oh boy. I tell you this. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. So I hope you guys are having a great day. And I want to thank all you guys for tapping in with me, rocking with me, because you be rocking elsewhere, but you rock with me, right? And so I'm not. First thing I want to say is I'm not going to tear down another brother. He's innocent to proven guilty in a court of law. So these are actually allegations right now. These are just allegations. So that means they haven't been proven, but he got an indictment. So for an indictment, though, a grand jury has to have a lot of information, a lot. So if you remember about, I don't know how many months ago when they first started raiding him based off the Cassie case. Now, before I go into the indictment, right? Am I the only one who's sitting here saying, hey, why he just didn't pay this girl? Like, why he just didn't pay this girl so we can go to indictment? This is from the Washington Post. Should I share this with you guys? I'm not paying to see this indictment. Hold on. That's why I don't like some of these spots, bro. They be just okay. Um, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'm gonna read some of it. It says, hold on. Oh, I got the PDF here. How many? It's a 14-page indictment. Hold on. Racketeering, count one, racketeering conspiracy, right? For decades, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women with others around him to fulfill sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of multifaceted business empires that led and control and creating a criminal enterprise, remember, not empire, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and intended to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. So, some of this indictment I want to see. It says to do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influences of multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled. So is this why he was having problems with the what was the name of his tequila? Is that why he was having? Remember, he was having, they were like doing something with tequila. It was acting funny when I think he got bought out or something like that. But we'll check that out in a minute. So, um, actually, should I share this with you guys? Let me share this with you guys. Let me share. No, no, I'll make sure share is right. So is that right? Is it sharing right? Like if I share like this, let me see. Hope it shares right. Is it sharing right, guys? Okay, here we go. Nope, it's not sharing right. That is my home screen. It's my home screen. Well, always manifest your home screen. So that's a life hack. Whatever you want to see, your frequency is what you frequently see. And that's what I frequently see. I'm trying to think. Why is this not working? Hold on. I want to share this with you guys. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay. That's the layout I want. Okay. Bam. No, no wallpaper. That one. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that share is right. Oh, it's still tripping. I don't know. It's tripping right now. It was doing this last time when I was doing the music review. Hold on. Nope. Is it that? Nope. Bro, it's supposed to be. Hold on. Layout and options. Let's see if he does it. Okay, there we go. I don't even know if you guys can see this right. So right here, it says Sean Combs. I'm just saying Diddy. I'm not gonna read all his names. Diddy, the defendant, operated his business headquarters at various times in Manhattan, Los Angeles, and in a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global, collectively the Combs Business. Corporate entities and Combs Business include, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, the alcoholic spirits business, marketing agency, and television network. That was Revolt and media company. So that's Revolt. So remember, he sold Revolt. I don't know if you remember, he sold Revolt, right? So bam. Okay. At all times relevant to this indictment, Combs, Diddy, the defendant, engaged in persistent and pervasive patterns of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As a part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. Hmm. Okay, that verbiage, right? Hold on. That verbiage. Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. That means he was forcing women to sleep with porn stars. Now, not forcing, actually, manipulated. So when you put that verbiage in there, manipulated, that means you use your influence, of being who you were to get them to do it, right? Okay. At times, Combs and others acting as his direction, male arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Hold on. So he's wherever he's at, he's having the male porn. So I wonder if they're gonna indict any of these male porn stars that's it, because they're not saying no names. So we're gonna go through this. I'm not gonna go through the whole indictment. It's only because it's 14 pages, but this is very interesting, right? So bam. Hold on. It says the defendant was recurrent and widely known on numerous occasions for from at least or in or about 2009 and continuing for years. Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects, and kicking them. Now, is this based off the Cassie video that leaked? Because that's what happened in the Cassie video when he was in the hotel with Talon. That's what happened, right? Right. Oh, my bad. These assaults were at times witnessed by others, including one instance at the Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked and dragged and threw a vase at a woman while she was attempting to leave. That was a case. That was a Cassie's thing. So so they were waiting and compiling evidence. So that's the Cassie thing. Now, the funny thing about that video was from 2016. It just got released. Someone got paid not to leak that video. So it's fair to say that we all know about the Black Brulee and all these secret societies and all these, the Black Bourgeois and all that, because he went to Howard. Okay, yeah, he went to Howard. So with that being said, he made someone mad. He didn't do something he was supposed to do, and this is the results of it. So because how do you go from being a billionaire to this? He was a billionaire, bro. One of the most influential dudes. Now, I want to go back to some of this abuse. This This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. The verbal and emotional abuse we seen on Making the Band, how he talked to them. But is we all assess that that is industry jargon. That's how they talk in the industry, right? So let's go through. Right, let's go through this. So The defendant used Combs' business, including certain employees, to carry out and facilitate cover up his abuse in commercial sex. Commercial sex. I'm trying to understand that. Mm-hmm. Oh my, he might get life. He might get life. Hold on. The defendant, the defendant and others known and unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization. A criminal organization, the Comb Enterprise or the Enterprise. So they're trying to hit them like they hit YSL. Like he's saying, this is a criminal organization. This is like the mob. The Comb Enterprise or the Enterprise, it's like the mob. Members and associates of the Comb Enterprise engaged and intended to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Let me say something. I'm reading fast. Sorry. I'm going to slow down. The members and associates of the Comb Enterprise engaged and attempted to engage in other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. I'm gonna tell you right now that interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution, that's life right there. That's white slavery. That's life. That if they can prove that's a wrap. Now, I wonder if they're gonna get is they're gonna get King Combs because they said King Combs will part of this. I don't know. I hope not, but let's go through this indictment. I want to go through this because repeating a lot of the same verbiage, bro. I wonder if I read the same indictment they brought down in the mob in New York. Is this kind of the same way? Because it's looking like they keep going on the Combs Enterprise, or the Enterprise is like the mob, and if we remember, Jada Kissner was saying that that's how Puffy moved. If we remember, quite frankly. Here we go. Defendant and others known and unknown participate in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs Enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other close associates of Combs. Now, let me read that back slow because I know I read fast. Let me read that back slow. Hold on. The defendant and others known and unknown participate in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of Comb Enterprises affairs. These individuals include certain Comb business employees, such as Comb security staff, household staff, personal assistant, high-ranking supervisor, and also close associates of Combs. Now, if I'm anyone who worked there, friends with him, or know anything, I would be worried because this indictment is tying close associates. I would be worried about that. And this is somebody who been in the legal system, right? The purpose of Comb Enterprise includes the following: operating a global business in media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, alcoholic spirit business, marketing agency, and a television network and media company. So we're talking about Bad Boy Records, Sean John, what was that name? De Leon, and Revolt Network. That's what they're talking about. So I'm wondering why they're not naming the names, but not just saying the nature of the business. I don't know what that is about, but something bit me. I don't know what. But that's the business they're talking about. So we got Bad Boy Entertainment, you got Sean John, you got De Leon, you got Revolt Network. That's crazy. He goes, preserving, protecting, promoting, enhancing the power, reputation of brand of Sean Combs. I don't know. That's kind of, they only mention him. So he's the only one, which is weird because normally in these indictments is more than that. Okay, here we go. Combs and other members of associates of the Comb Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Comb business to intimidate, threaten, lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of romantic relationship. Combe then used force, threats of force, or coercion to cause the victim to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combe referred to as, among other things, freak offs. Freak offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combe arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak offs, Combs, with the assistance of members of his associates of the Combe Enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Now, I'm confused. Are commercial sex workers prostitutes, porn stars? I'm confused because when you say commercial, that means for sale, sex workers. Now, is that by force or I'm that verbiage is throwing me off a little bit. So I thought at first it meant porn stars, but because if you see it says transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. So is he paying for porn stars to fuck? And I know that part they talked about earlier, that was Cassie, because that was mentioned what Cassie said she went through. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Freak offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to the victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbest known to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sexual acts with commercial sex workers. Okay. This is why I'm confused. Because if he's drugging these women to have sex with commercial sex workers, that leads me to believe that those are either male escorts or male porn stars, right? Because they're because the commercial sex workers doing it willingly, but I'm I'm confused because now all this says for sometimes lasted multiple days and often involve multiple commercial sex workers, right? And I don't know if this is a lie. I don't know if this is just the internet being the internet, but it said they had found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. This would explain why. Because I'm black, like most of y'all are probably black, right? And if you're not black, if you go to some black person's house, that same bottle, I had a bottle of baby oil for almost 2 years. Like one bottle. I don't even think I've ever seen 1,000 bottles of baby oil in my life. I don't even think I've seen it. I know I've never seen 1,000 bottles of lube. I've never in my life. So that's weird to me. But I get it. Wow, this is okay. Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. Now, I get that part because most of us have sex tapes with our exes, nothing forced like that, nothing wild like that. But okay, that part. After freak offs, Combs and victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Now, here's something I want to say, right? When I was in prison, one of the books I read was The Diaries of a Video Vixen by Corinne Steffen. Go look this book up. In this book, she talks about a time where her, Puffy, Exhibit, and I forgot who was the other person. They went to a gay club in Hollywood while they was off X. Yeah, it's in the book. She talks about it, right? So that's nothing new. Now, what I do want to do here, little context, Pac told us about this. Pac told us about this. Pac told us about this. Now, mind you, every man's innocent until proven guilty. I'm just reading the indictment for you guys. We're going through here. Okay. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitate the freak offs, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the freak off required freak off supplies, including controlled substance, baby oil, lubricant, extra linen, lighting, cleaning the hotel room after the freak offs. Come on, bro. Hold on, bro. I read kind of fast. Let me say this again. Hold on. Members and associates of the Comb Enterprise, including high ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, Personal assistants and other comb business employees facilitated the freak offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak off, stocking the hotel room in advance for the required freak off supplies, including controlled substance, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, lighting, cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak offs to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and I kind of want to. Okay, hold on. In about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California law enforcement seized various freak off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Hold up, it's in the indictment. See, I didn't know that. So this was he was a wild boy. Hey, you was a wild man. Listen, you was a wild boy. That's wild. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Like for that to be in the indictment, that's wild. Hold on. Now I haven't seen this indictment. I'm scanning through it, so we're going through it at the same time. It says members and associates of the Comb Enterprise. Hold on, I want to see this. I gotta highlight this. This is wild. It says hold on, members and associates of the Comb Enterprise, including Combs, security personnel, and at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried and brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims of the witness to his abuse. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Los Angeles, law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including three AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, as well as a drum machine. Man, look, bro, that's wild. Yeah, that's next level. It's the same thing. So I'm seeing, okay, the racketeering conspiracy. This is what I'm curious about the racketeering because that's a lot of time. That's I want to see how they put racketeering. Okay, from at from at least in or about 2008 through on about the data filing this indictment, P. Diddy, the defendant, and others known and unknown being persons employed and associated with the Combs enterprise engaged in activities which affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly combined, conspired, confederated, and agreed together with each other on violated the racketeering laws of the United States. Okay. I'm not gonna read all that. Title 18, United States Code, Section 1962C. Okay. This is to conduct and participate directly or indirectly in the conduct of affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity in the terms defined in Title 18 United States Code Section 1961-1 and 1961-5, consisting of multiple acts of kidnapping, chargeable under the following provision of state law. Oh, hold up. I'll tell you something right now. That California state law, that's life in prison. I'm telling you right now. Anyone who knows California law, that's life in prison. Multiple acts involving arson chargeable under the following provisions. I don't know about arson. Multiple acts involving bribery charged under they going to California with some of these charges. That's wild. Tampering with a witness, victim, or informant, forced labor, sex trafficking. That's another sex trafficking is life. Relating to transportation, inducement of travel for purpose of prostitution, and other illegal sexual activities. That's life. Okay, hold on. Multiple offenses, including the possession with intent to distribute or distribute narcotics and controlled substances, including cocaine, oxycodone. I don't know what that one is. I see the methamphetamine, which is crystal. I don't know what I don't know what the other stuff is. I don't know what all that stuff is. That's some other new drugs. I never heard of those. Oh, you know what? That might be. The chemical breakdown of Molly and ecstasy. My bad. That's what that is. He's a wild boy. Okay. Notice for special sentencing factors. They trying to, well, listen, whatever he did to, he pissed somebody off, bro, because this is wild. For at least or in about 2009 up until including 2018, uh, defendant agreed in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, normally recruited, enticed, harbored, transport, provide, obtain, advise, maintain, prioritize, patronize, and solicit by any means a person knowing this reckless disregard of fact, means of force, threats, or force, fraud, and coercion. Bro, listen, they throwing a book at this dude. Who's victim one? Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Victim one. I don't want to read y'all the. So victim one is unnamed. Count three, transportation engaged in prostitution. So the defendant knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with the intent to individual engage in prostitution. That's kind of real take everything from that dude, bro. That's wild. So we're here. I will say this: if you guys know about these secret societies, same thing happened with Harvey Weinstein and Epstein, and they were all cool. All these people were cool, to be honest. So what happens is they'll get you up here for years. When you do something to make somebody mad, they're gonna drop you. Now, um, I I'm not finna hop online and do the chitter chatter. I find it wild and crazy. Um, like I said, the baby powder, I mean the baby oil and the lubricant, that's wild to me. Like I've never that's wild to me. I don't even know what to say. I think we all had like we all seen like it was a drink champs with him, Jadakiss, and Fabulous. We kept calling him daddy and all this. They felt really uncomfortable and like y'all supposed to be street dudes, right? Y'all supposed to be street dudes, but they were uncomfortable and they would not tell Diddy stop calling me daddy. Like if you notice, even with the Meek Mill thing in the pool, no one would say, "Hey, nigga, don't be calling me that." I bro, and now here's crazy, right? What bothers me about this indictment is associates close to Combs, right? So we know, man, we know a lot of people that's cool with Diddy. You know, a lot of people have been at Diddy's parties. Um, but they knew. I'm sorry, I'm not saving nobody. Y'all knew. Y'all just didn't care or y'all was involved. Here, my thing is, we have a saying in prison: if you grin, you win, right? So to me, how I look at it is this entertainment industry has been so it's so demonic, it's so nasty, but people want that so bad that they'll go through. Bro, for me, I'm reading this while I'm talking to y'all. For me to say that this is 100% true, I'd be lying. Some of it's true, yes, because here's the thing, bro. I feel like after once you accomplish so much, you have so much money, you have so much fame and status. Regular shit does not just it don't please you. Or he adapted to what was going on around him. So for me to sit here and just blaster this man, they gotta find him guilty. And even when they find him guilty, bro, they did kills like this. They knew what kills were doing. They know what they doing, right? So man, I don't know, bro. That's wild. I'm still tripping off this. Like reading this indictment, like don't know. Don't mess with the Diddler. And then now 50 so petty. 50 got the Netflix documentary gonna come out, and then 50 gonna bleed this one. 50 finna bleed this one. That'll fit my hair back. 50 gonna bleed this one. 50 definitely gonna bleed this one. That's for sure. But yeah, it's just a special. It's the Diddler special. Learn from his mistakes, y'all. Like, don't let success get to your head. And the crazy thing about this, the Maces, the Shines, the G Deps, the Loons, the making a band, all this. Did they know about this? And like with Cassie, right? Shout out to Cassie. You know, no one should have to go through what she went through. Why not just leave? I don't understand it. Like, I get the thought of fame and the provision it brings. We seen what he did the video. The video is wild. Let's see if I can find the video. See if I can find the video. The video is wild. Let me see if I can get that for y'all. Hold on. So I want to see this because you know what? I've never really seen the video. I'm not gonna cap y'all. I've never seen the video. I'm not even gonna cap on y'all. Okay, here we go.
You're going to show us the video, but first, give.
So let me share. I'm gonna share. We gonna break this down because I ain't never seen the video. I ain't even cap y'all. I ain't never seen the video.
Give us some context on what we're about to see.
Yes, Jake, this is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles. She claimed in her lawsuit that she was physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically. Really, Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing. So let's take a look. New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in
never
this video.
seen this, bro.
There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says, as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can then be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN The gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The video hasn't been seen publicly before and comes on the heels of a series of civil lawsuits alleging Combs' involvement in sex trafficking and sexual abuse, allegations that Combs has repeatedly denied. Authorities searched Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami in April as part of an ongoing federal investigation carried out by a team that specializes in human trafficking crimes. In a December 2023 statement, Combs responded to the claims in some of the lawsuits, saying, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged." Now, that Instagram post from Diddy was back in December. That was not in relation directly to Cassie. It was referencing many of these allegations and lawsuits that he faces. Now, I have reached out to Diddy's team. We have not heard back from them today. But, Jake, I do want to point out there was a settlement deal between Diddy and Cassie. So neither of them can speak. But, again, we're still waiting to hear back from his team. Now, a really great point that you brought up top, Jake, was what is going on in Diddy's world, right? We've all heard stories of Hollywood enablers and enablers in circles around powerful people. But something that I want to point out, Diddy is one of the most powerful people in music history. He is a mogul. We have not seen any support in Hollywood. All of his famous friends, since these allegations came forward, we have not seen anyone come to his defense. And that silence is very loud, Jake.
Yeah, Elizabeth Wagmeister, thank you so much. Incredible work by the LA Bureau. Let's discuss this with CNN's John Miller and Julie K. Brown, a Miami Herald investigative journalist who's been following this story, also best known perhaps for her work.
Well, I never seen that video. That was my first time seeing it. I heard about it. I never watched it. Yeah. They finna give him an Asian name, One Gone. Yeah, he finna have an Asian name, One Gone. He finna get some Buzz Lightyear numbers, bro. That's wild. Well, that was my episode. It was a mercy episode. Normally I do something different, but we're gonna see what happens with this. We're gonna see. They this happens when you think you haven't made, you don't. You really don't. No, but y'all have a blessed day. One.